We're going to talk about, both in SketchUp and Revit, solar north. So, to understand the natural light which is going to apply to this site model, you have to understand which way is true north, and set the model of properties so that true north is aligned with solar north in the model in order to get the proper sunlight simulation at different times of day. So I created a contour model of the site from this Google Earth. That's probably may do that in a separate lesson. You guys aren't architects, so I imagine your site topography is probably beyond what you want to embrace. So the AutoCAD drawing has some indication that there are contours sloping upwards. This contour drawing was generated by intersecting the planes with Google Earth location. So I can hide the terrain here, and now I have these contour lines. If I go to a front view, I can see, well, let's just generate that terrain. We'll see how they intersect with the model. So you would create surface from contours. I always forget where this tool is. Sandbox, sorry. Let me pause this. Okay, draw sandbox from contours. Okay, so that gives us our surface. Let's turn back on the model, which we put on a layer, building model. Right? So if we go to a front view, or a side view, rather, we can see how the building intersects with the site. I have X-ray mode. Right, that's why that entrance, that door, is where it is. Let's turn on shadows, because this is about light. It's not about site contours. Natural light. So we're getting there is some element here that is interfering, is casting a shadow. What is that? Turn shadows off. Must be some plane. Every year you learn something new. Apparently, the shadow settings will generate this provisional shadow cast. I want the shadows to cast onto the contour surface. Anyway, solar north. if you don't have the extension loaded, and I think it's should be loaded automatically for you in VDI. So if you're not doing that, you have to go to Extension Manager. Search and install that extension. It's the Solar North extension. When you find it, assuming you've found it and downloaded it wherever your downloads. The other, a long time ago, how long ago? 2018. Time is relative. The other extension that you will want is one called Grids, and that comes in handy when you're doing lighting. So let's install Solar North. Let's go in. Okay. We now should be able to find it. Solar North is checked. Where is it? There's so many extensions loaded. It's way over there on a different screen. Solar North on this side is pointing. Here's how we set it. We set it on the ground. It's actually pointing that way. That means at noontime, let's set this to 12 p.m. This is it's set to October, alright, so you get sun from the south. Let's go to a top view. Alright, now it's noontime. And our north angle pointing that way. So at noontime, the sun comes from the south, casts a shadow in the direction of north. You may want to place a symbol there. North is that way. How does that help us? Well,